Yes, you'd be fine. There you go. So now we are in a huge orbit around. But what we can do is create a maneuver up here and basically lower our periaps back into the atmosphere. And it should be fairly cheap. God, you have to keep clicking it to see it. This is stupid. You need instant gratification, Dave. 96 months. There's no way it's been 8 years. Yeah. It literally has been. It's just mind-blowing. The UI is a bit frustrating. I agree with you. But we just learned something even worse than that. Ferret, and something that really is annoying. Like the UI I can deal with. But when we flew to the moon, you know how you stage your rocket, right? So you've got your like launcher stage, transfer stage, and then you like your upper stage, right? So we built the lander, we built a transfer, and then we built the launcher. And we launched, and everything was looking great. We separated, and then we started to use the transfer to get us over to the moon. And then we realized that what it had done, it had basically burned loads of fuel from the upper stages, even though the separators have disabled crossflow on the fuel. It's a bug, I guess, because it's pulling fuel all the way from the top tanks and burning it in the lower stages. And you have to manually transfer it back. And if you don't realize, you'll end up going to the moon with nothing but your RCS. And that is annoying, because before you separate, you need to check the current fuel status and move fuel around. But it then gives you a false reading because you think you have more delta V in your transfer because it's actually burning fuel from the upper stage. That's a frustrating game break, that is. I hope they patch that real fast. Electric Games, thank you for almost 2 years. It can happen if you stack separator instead of a decoupler. Decoupler's block transfer, if I remember rightly. I need to check in a minute what I've got on board. Are you saying that a stack separator is designed to do that because it has crossflow turned off, which would be a bit weird? Oh, I was reading chat. Oh well. Now we're just going to slam into the planet. That was a mistake. One streamer spent 2 hours trying to figure out a way not to let the fuel burn out, but couldn't get it to pull down. I'm literally blaming chat for that. I was reading chat instead of focusing on my burn. But hey ho. We'll go with that instead. $37 delta V to correct it. I do like the little countdown timer. That is quite nice, although the way it's presented is very strange. Man, that's so quick. Right, 88,000. I can't remember whether is it 50k for error braking? Oh, that's probably a bit much. 33k is probably... Mine, there's no thermals at the moment, but yeah. That'll be fine. There we go. We'll go with that. You know, so a lot of newer players don't fly manually or by the nav ball at all. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Right, so we're entering the atmosphere. So that's coming back because we're slowing down in the atmosphere. So we should skip right past, basically. Yod, how you doing? It's going to go up soon, I think. How do I stop it highlighting these tanks? Even when you press F2, it just leaves them highlighted and it just... Why? F2 remove UI. Apart from the engine highlight. Still descending. We may end up landing. Click on the stage. Click on the stage, bottom right. What, this? Yeah, but I can't... How do I unhighlight it? Yep, we are almost certainly landing. Although our altitude's going back up, we may bounce, actually. It's a race between friction. It depends if that Apo comes down more before we leave. Oh, it's a cracking view, though. If it wasn't for these outlines, that would look fantastic. It's almost screenshot territory. Yeah, we're going around. We are going around. We'll land next time. Yeah, but I can't highlight the engine. There's literally nothing I can click to not highlight this engine. Right, retro. Well, I've not seen it before either, so I'm not really sure why it's happening now. It's weird. We are almost out of all of our Delta V. Did I see your what, Dave? Your hoof foot? I don't think I did, Dave. I'm not sure that's a bad thing, though. Oh, yeah, please do, Dave. Bye-bye. Right, how do we check if this thing... It's not armed. I don't know why it never arms this thing. And it never carries the deploy settings in either. It's a bit annoying. Free foot pics for your OnlyFans sub, Dave. The only problem is, Dave, if you want to do OnlyFans on your feet, you actually have to have nice feet worth looking at. That's the thing. I don't think you qualify. I mean, you can try. But, you know, maybe some people will pay for Hobbit feet. Maybe you're one of them, the lucky ones. I'm not sure I want to, if I'm honest, Dave. It's not high on my list. SnowX, thank you very much for subbing with Prime. Oh, don't. Oh, my. Dave, dude, what the heck, man? What the heck have you done to your foot? Have you been bitten? Have you been... Yeah, I can believe it. Like, do you want me to show chat or not? Like, because... What happened? Right, I'm going to show you a picture of Dave's foot, so if you're squeamish, then you probably want to look away. So, yeah, if you're squeamish, look away now, because I'm going to show you Dave's foot. Viewer discretion is advised. It's no blood or anything, it's just swollen and stuff, but it's not particularly pleasant. Anyway, I'm going to show you now, so if you don't want to see it, don't look. You have been warned. I mean, that looks painful, right? That looks pretty painful. That's swollen up there. Yeah, so Dave, what actually happened, man? Oops. Hobbit feet sounds legit. Yeah. I wasn't lying. Jeez, man. Can't wait till they start showing, like, heat on their blades properly. I think it's still problems from when I nearly lost it in Taiwan. Oh my god. That is a bad reaction again, isn't it? Since only died of it, they tell me to go each time. Have you actually been, Dave? Have they given you something for it, like strong antibiotics or something? You take 2 kinds of blood pressure pills to reduce fluids in your shin. Yeah, Dave got bitten when he was in Taiwan once and nearly died from the bite. And ever since then, he's had problems. They've actually given us some fluffy clouds. Whee! I think heating's coming very soon. How do you stop the first stage engines from pulling from the second and high? So you fit that problem as well, Smash. Well, according to Ferret, and we're going to try this now, according to Ferret, if you use a separator instead of a stack decoupler, it should fix it, but I don't know. I'm going to try it now. Because it is painfully annoying. Yay, we're into the moon and back. Woo! Yep, it's very annoying, Smash. Very annoying. We go into the sun now. Wait, what? I thought it's a recover, it's not here. Hang on, how do I get to tracking station? No, not there. Tracking station. Debris. Wait. Surely that's going to hit the ground soon. What about that one? Where's the load icon gone from up here? There should be a load option up here. And it appears to have gone. Revert to VAB. Hang on. Let's revert it. Right, so we were using... Let's see if I can click on this. We were using for our coupling... That, a TD37. Which is that, a stack decoupler. Single-sided detachment device designed for large rocket stacks of payloads, equipped with several small explosive charges and warning arrows to indicate the side will D. Shift to view more. Does nothing. Yeah, I'm pressing shift. It's not doing anything. Nope, it's an alpha, Tom. So stack separator. So let's replace the decoupler with a separator and see if that makes any difference. So get rid of that. And we'll try that. I don't know if that will help with the fuel transfer problem, but we'll try it. And then we've got the same problem up here, I believe. So we'll see if the fuel transfer issue stops when we use separators instead of decouplers. So by default, the fuel crossfeed's turned off on that as well. Right, boosters, engines, main engine. Don't think we want that in there. Right, all the engines followed by booster separation, followed by main engine, followed by booster separation. At some point we separate, then engine, then at some point we separate, then engine, then at some point we finally separate. There we go. I think that's right. What was the very old Twitch software where you had to code a chat bot in a certain software? Was it called Chat RPC? I'm not sure, my man. Well, no, I was using a decoupler. I was using a TD37 ferret. So I've changed the TD37 for a TS37. So instead of decoupling, instead I've tried the separator. So we'll see if that has the same issue, because in all cases they basically indicate that the crossfeed is off. And yet fuel has managed to move from these tanks and be burned by this. So something's not right. Right, so Delta V to go to Kerbal is absolutely enormous. 13k just to get an orbit. 13,000. And 67 to actually land on its surface. 67,000 Delta V to land on the sun. And that's when you're in orbit, which takes 13,700. Look, I'll show you. It's more or less unfeasible. Here, Kerbal. Well, you can let gravity do it, but you won't be landing. You'll be crashing. If you actually want to try landing on Kerbal, these are the numbers you're looking at. Like, how on earth you can get that much Delta V, I don't know. It is still accurate, Tom. Look, if we go back into here, if we do a trip planner, and we say we want to go to... Oh, it won't let us put Sol in, look. Let's say Joule instead, yeah? A one-way trip to Joule. We need 22,500 Delta V. And apparently our launch vessel has 5,500, which is complete nonsense. That's nonsense, that is. Oh yeah, we can... Of course we can impact the sun. That's less of an issue, but look at this Delta V here. It's just completely messed up. It's just not even showing the Delta V properly. Anyway, I want to test the launch, so we'll quickly save that. We'll call it Pinklander 2. Overwrite a new file, okay. I'm pressing the space key and nothing's happening. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce the game here. Weird things are happening in the game. I can't remember the name, Yoda. I remember it, and it was copyrighted music. Oh, that was it, Valtiel. Yeah, fabulous parting gifts. That was it. We used to get away with that until Twitch started clamping down on the whole music copyright saga. God, that was a mess. The bug has reported that the longer a save file goes, the more corrupt it gets. Right, let's try pressing the space key again. Ah! This time it goes without even a countdown. Yeah, Oblivion was another one, which is still a great outro, but I can't use it. Right, let's see what it's done to the fuel. It's done it again. It's done it again, look. My upper fuel tank has been drained of fuel. So has that one. And that one. But that one is fully intact. So somehow it has taken fuel from these tanks and thrown it down here and burned it. And left all the fuel in that tank, which is even more bizarre. Which makes this launch very difficult because these tanks here should now, strictly speaking, be completely empty. Adjust flow states. What? What do you mean adjust? In? It's not hard, is it, mate? Right, so fill that one up. Fill that one up. You see, this is a frustrating bug right here. Try the inverse the fuel flow setting. Uh-oh. What's it doing? What the heck just happened? That just did crazy things. Right, well, we got there, but as you'll see in a second, I have no doubt that the fuel has still been burned. From the upper stage. So it's come out of here, it's come out of here, it's come out of here. And it's not come... Well, it's partially come out of here. But this is the one, the only one that should have been emptying. It might be rebalancing the fuel automatically if the rocket is unbalanced. What does that mean? So the decouplers will be showing that crossfeed's not allowed. Stupid thing. See? So I shouldn't even be able to transfer fuel. Like if crossfeed is disabled on this, right? And I want to move fuel from here to here. I shouldn't be able to do this because crossfeed's disabled. But I can do it. Well, if you switch it, it turns it on, doesn't it? All right, we'll try it on this one. So we're going to go out of that tank into this tank with the crossfeed enabled. I can't even move the fuel for some reason. There you go. Did you put an engine mount with the decoupler? If not, that messes things up, I've heard. An engine mount. The only engine mount was on the main launch stage. There's no engine mount here. Bit frustrating, that. Right. I don't think there's a workaround. I can't see how you can work around it. Oh, that is... I don't think we're coplanar with that. What sphere of influence is this? Oh, it's just us leaving this one. Fine. Okay, maybe what we should do is click. I want to create a maneuver node that takes us to Kerbal. But I've got to get our planes aligned. I don't think they are. I'm not sure. Was there a bug fixing patch today? I've not seen a patch. We're not landing on the sun. We're crashing into the sun. If I can work out how to do... What is this? Is this our part from earlier? It's floating into space. Oh man, how do we do this again? How do we get coplanar with that planet? Well, the sun. You've got to work out the ascending node, and I can't remember how you do it. Do you have to focus on it? Oh my god. Terrestrial planet? That's not a planet. He's to burn retrograde for the inner planets. Well, we have to get out of the... We have to get out of this thing first, don't we? Maybe what we should do is just escape and then work it out. See, if you look, we're basically going over the top because we're not co-planar with it at all. Ooh, what's that? 1,000 delta V just to do that? Flipping heck. Maybe we should just break out of this. Let's just break out of this and see what happens. Yeah, Jim, I kind of feel like they need to add some more tutorials. They have added stuff about going to the moon, but they mostly set it up and skip over concepts. There's nothing that really teaches you properly. Oh, God. I messed up. Wasn't too bad, but I was completely pointing in the wrong direction. I think the problem they have is that to teach somebody how to get to the moon and back and design a rocket to do it is actually quite involved. See, I think we can probably move all that fuel out now and go. It's nicked it again. I've got a bit left. And to be honest, Ginger, there's nothing wrong with trial and error because you learn a lot of stuff by doing it. I'm trying to make sure we don't lose fuel here. But equally, we need to ditch this lower section as soon as possible. So there's still 2 tons of oxygen left. Yeah, the calculators are messed up. Look at this interface as well. It's so, like, weird. Like, you press in, and then it highlights out on one of them, but not the other one. So then you have to go and press out on that one and then click start. And then it doesn't work, so you click out and in again, and then it works. It's so... little bugs going on here. .46. Just transfer. I'm just going to ditch that stage and be done with it. Right, let's just wait until we smash out of this sphere now. Actually, according to this one, not. I don't know, Captain Flint. There's some weirdities going on. If you click in on one, it auto highlights out on the other, but they only does it for one of them. And it should do both of them. Yeah, you got to bring them back. You can't leave them on a planet somewhere marooned. You got to bring them back. I don't know, Jimrick. Maybe not 2 weeks. I mean, they had to pick a date where they thought they'd be ready, but not sure they are, you know. Right, let's get out of here. I don't know, Rogue. I don't think they'll do anything about it. Right. I think that means we're now orbiting Kerbal, which means we should be able to retro burn. How much Delta V is this going to take? I've probably going to take more Delta V than we even possess. Look how much Delta V. That's 3,000. That's almost all of our Delta V, and we still can't get close to Kerbal. I don't know if there's anything else we can do. We can try slingshotting, but the calculations are very difficult. Like, we can try... In theory, you could try and get a deflection off something to smash you towards the sun, but you try calculating that. Going to Sonny's hardest. Yeah, you're not kidding. So over 12k Delta V to Sun. Well, that's what I was saying earlier when I read it. 13.7, and we just don't have that kind of fuel. So I don't think we can easily do it unless we somehow bring an awful lot of fuel. And how can we bring an awful lot of fuel? I suppose we could strap a whole lot of SRBs to the rocket. Oh, it's so difficult because these are like the eccentricity of some of these planets is like this. Wait, we can't revert this. You can't revert the vehicle. $14.50. Can you click on a planet, let KSP do the calculations? You wish. Can you still set the target and see where to burn to align your own orbit to the planet? Well, if you can, I can't work it out. What is this? Like, you can say, we have that currently as a target. But then, I think there's a mod that calculates that stuff. Yes, I do have revert enabled. It's in the gameplay, I think. No, general. Allow revert on. So it is on, but I can't revert from here for some reason. I think we just put a lot of rockets on it. Just put all the fuel on there. And see what happens. This is weird. We recover the vessel, but it doesn't put it back in the assembly building? That's so bizarre. I mean, is it that one? I thought I gave it a name. I literally saved it as like V2 or something. I don't think so, Boeing. That's a 1428. Is it that one? Right, that's got the separator on it, which didn't make any difference. So that's the newer one. What if we strap a load of SRBs to it so we don't need to use much boosting? But even then we wouldn't have 13,000, would we? So we had all the same problems I'm having then. This is what you need to go to Kerbal. What is this grey line down my screen? What's this? You see that? I've got a big grey line down my screen. Scroll bar? Is it? Scroll bar for what? What do I need a scroll bar for? Is it because I've got this up? Right, so if we get rid of them, and we get the other SRBs, and if we have sort of 2, we have like 4. I have to get rid of this. The biggest SRB, I think, was that one. Right, SRBs, engines, main engine. $1.194. 1.194 thrust to weight. I don't even know what this thing's going to do. Then we separate. Then what's the main engine? We don't even need a parachute. It's not like we're coming back. Yeah, so we'll have coupling. We'll have more decouplers to have. What do we want? The mini those. So we have all the SRBs. Because that looks safe. So I got those 4. Kind of want to put them in there, don't we? And then we kind of need this here. So you want to fire engines. No, 1.4 now. We'll be fine. 1.4 thrust to weight. I don't think that reaction wheel, wherever it is it there? That reaction wheel's not going to deal with this. That's a monster. And also, we might want to put more fins on it. So I reckon we put some more fins up here. Just to give us some more control. Stand by, yeah, 3 FPS, there's no doubt about it. We want struts, don't we? So that's going to have to be joined to that. Oh, it doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? Hang on. The heck? This thing just went crazy lag. Do you reckon that would be enough to hold it? Nah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. You gotta get crazy. Let's call this the Sol Explorer. We'll call it Workspace Sol, just because it's getting weird. Let's just check the staging. So we've got main engine, all the engines, all the boosters. Separate the outer boosters. Actually, presume they're going to burn at the same time as these anyway. They're all going to finish together, really, aren't they? We should probably just do the whole lot in one. Actually, probably safer to do them in stages. Alright, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Thanks, Paige. I really need your help right now. Okay, that looks stable. Nothing wrong with that. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. All looks good to me. Word to treat. More struts, maybe a launch thing. Okay, so a little bit wobbly. Come on. Let's go down there. Let's clamp it up a little bit more. Why is symmetry mode not on? How do you undo? 1, 2, 3. Okay. What the flipping lag just happened then? What the? I don't know what I've built now. Okay. Tell you what, we'll just delete that manually. Why you keep putting the camera up here? Yes, undo is a bit weird. Oh, God's sake. Right, strut. 4. Do you know what? I need to go and check the other struts now because it might have just done something stupid on them. No, they were all okay, apparently. And what if we strut there like that? Think that'd help? It's all held together by sellotape at the end of the day. There you go. Right, and the other thing we need is probably a launcher, which I can't remember which category it's in. Launch clamp. It's called a clamp. You see, the launcher just gets in the way, so we'll have to put it on here. No, I didn't want to do that. Undo. I do like the way undo moves the camera. Now, the only problem with that is it's putting launchers in the middle of the rockets. Aha. Now we got it. Well, first of all, we're going to make it daytime. So we can see all the explosions. Okay, it looks safe. I think that looks fine. Right. I reckon we're going to get single-digit FPS. Oh, do you know what? It's all the staging's messed up. Ugh. I think that's right. Right, maximum thrust. We're currently 24 FPS. Fantastic, let's go. Oh my god. 9 FPS. 10 FPS, 9 FPS. It's a slideshow. 9 FPS. That's amazing. Oh my god. You watch when we go for separation, there's going to be a big explosion. The solid state engines are like 2/3 left on the fuel. I'm going to attempt to move it now. Come on, you can turn. Okay, steady, steady, steady. There we go. Oh god, it's gone 3 o'clock. You scumbags didn't mention it. I'm into my lunch now. I've gone overtime. Thank you for 26 months, Kiwi Jim. Apo of 9,000. Oh yeah, the delta V calculations are completely messed up. It's because it's basically nicking fuel from upper tanks and adding it to the lower stage and going, oh, we've got more delta V. That's what's happening. Yeah, I've got a 3090 and a 5950X, and I've got 10 FPS right now. There is no way on earth we are going to get a clean separation here. Oh, I'm losing control. It really doesn't want to turn. I really need to let go of those boosters soon. Okay, we're almost ready for SRB. How many parts? I don't know. Here we go. Right, separation. Separation 1 is clean. That's better than expected. Oh, that's close. Oh, he's close. Wow. Okay, that worked. Didn't expect to get away with that. They said it couldn't be done. I'll point more that way. How this thing is still doing what it's doing, I don't know. But hey. Can't grumble. I believe they said it shouldn't be done. $4D, thank you for the 300 bits. See if we can get this into orbit. No, I don't want to. I just want to view the number, you stupid game. Just show me the... Right. Because we took off at a slight angle. To correct it a little bit. 94, 95, that'll do. Okay, maneuver node. The heat bar, because the main engine was... The main engine's unable to cool properly, I think, because it's surrounded by other engines, and they kind of warm it up. So, who knows how much Delta V we have left? The UI is pretty. That's amazing. Some people hate it. Alright, T-5. Wow, 1200 delta V just to circularize this bad boy. What's all these like random graphics that keep flying past? What is this? I think it's struggling to circularize, you know. We should probably have started burning before the Apo and pushed it away, because now we're trying to catch it up. Its thruster weight is not good enough now to push this out, so it's now fighting against falling back. So we're losing delta V. Well, it's difficult to stage things at the moment, Fastfly, because the game is bugged and moves fuel from your upper stages downwards. So you need to set it up so that you can basically manually move all the fuel and then separate. So when you're in the middle of a launch, it's very hard to do any of that. I think the best thing to do right now is more or less try and launch with just the SRBs. And that way you don't lose fuel. $107.89, that's fine. It's really struggling to turn itself. Wait, I thought we had a big reactor wheel here. Okay. We have one, it's just taking its sweet time. See, it's stuff like that that kind of justifies itself. Yeah, I didn't put any RCS on it. Like, graphically, they've done a decent job. Okay, that's 100k, that's fine. Yeah, we've been to the moon earlier. Right, 20 minutes late. I'm going to go and take a break. So I'll be back in about an hour. Pups didn't tell me it was 3 o'clock. He didn't tell me. It's your fault, Pups. Your fault, mate. So yeah, I'm going to go and get some food. I'll be back in an hour's time, and then we'll carry on and see if we can actually get any words. No, you didn't, Pups. Don't lie. No, you didn't. You didn't say anything. If you did, you whispered it. Right, anyway, see you in a bit, guys. I'll be back in about an hour's time. I'll get some food and then come back. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. See you in about an hour. You did whisper it. Bye for now.